Alrighty then, we're back here in the Xbox dashboard, original one. Let's see, what do we have here? Controller, check. Me, check. Xbox, check. Game, check. Today's review is going to be Voodoo Vince, another only Xbox title. Yeah, I got it for $6, so what? But Voodoo Vince is another great Xbox game that is underrated and not even looked at much. It was a really good game actually for its time. Let's find out more about this game. First, we're gonna go over the story. The story is about this Madame Charmaine, who owns a voodoo shop in old 2003 New Orleans, also just happens to have a rival with, well, magic and voodoo. Cosmos the Inscrutable. His minions all want to know about the powers of voodoo. Well, not his minions, but more like Hit Cosmo himself. But what will happen in this result? The minions find this magical zombie powder, and all hell in New Orleans breaks loose. And I shit you not, everything's going to hell. Roads are breaking apart, things are coming to life, and well, crazy shit's about to go down. And playing one hero that can stop. I want to keep on playing it for the final verdict anyway. The final verdict of this game, Voodoo Vince is a very unknown Xbox game that not many people really do know. The game was released only on Xbox, and a lot of people just really do not like it that much, apparently, whenever I've seen some reviews. But it's not a generic platformer, it's not a bad platformer, it's a really fun and solid platformer. The gameplay's fun as hell. Using the whole voodoo doll idea is really cool. The graphics are really awesome. They're really nice for the game, for 2003 especially. So there's 2 points right there. The sound and the music in all the game is really cool, really fun, awesome stuff. Like, the tunes are catchy, like this one. And replayability, though, it's very low. I'll give it a 0.5 though. And the story is actually pretty funny and cool. Funny shit happens throughout the entire game. But if I were to rate Voodoo Vince altogether, my final verdict for the game would be a very good and very solid 4.5 out of 5. It's a high recommendation if you can go find this game and play it. It's very fun and it's very awesome. So, if you can find it, have fun playing it. This is SJ, stay tuned for more. Burn, Vince, burn. But, yeah, see you guys later. SJ, signing out. One hero is Vince. He is Madame Charmaine's third best voodoo doll, and now it's all up to him, who just came to life, to save the world from that jagoff Cosmo. So, how will Vince's adventures go up ahead? Well, you have to play the game and find out the story. Let's get on with the game. Let's get on with the gameplay now. The story, also, by the way, I should mention, is actually pretty cool. It's nothing really shitty. It's actually pretty good. Nothing really bad. Anyway, alright, the gameplay. The gameplay is a 3D platformer. Not usually 3D platforms in an Xbox game are casual. On the Xbox, we're casual, and even today. However, there's something that makes Voodoo Vince a pretty good game. You're a voodoo doll. And what does that mean? That means you can make shit be destroyed. And that's pretty damn cool. But the gameplay, let me first go into, well, the regular basics. Controls are pretty basic, you can get used to them. Press A to jump, 2 times to do a double jump, and then to A, X to do a little ground sound pump like Mario would do. X is the punch, 3-hit combo! Oh yeah, whatever, anyway. B is like spin. Oh, by the way, I should mention, Jack and Dexter, anybody? I'm not saying it's a ripoff, but I'm just saying. But yeah, the controls are basic and pretty down and tight. And there's also a move, the hover, however, it's very unmemorable. No, I'm sure a lot of people probably don't even remember this move. All you do is just press A and hold L. It's somewhat useful, but it's very forgettable. It's really weird how that can actually happen. But yeah, controls are basic. Let me show you some examples of the voodoo powers that you have about you. Yeah, let's go, Vince. I'll be honest, there's not much replayability here. After you beat the game, there's not much left to do besides go back and do some other funny stuff, or go find everything else in the game. Other than that, replayability is kind of low, but it's enough to hold you over. I'll give it a 0.5 anyway. Alright, let's go to the final verdict. I actually say sound, but still. The music in this game is New Orleans jazz kind of stuff, and it's actually in a good way. Here, on the nice rhythm of the night, you can hear, not a rhythm, but you know what I'm saying. Like the New Orleans song of like nighttime in this game. Yeah, but pretty much, and areas are alive, you can hear those frogs ribbit, frog flies, I don't get it. Bombs exploding. This song gets annoying after a while, I'm sorry. But I want to also show you just another music example for this game. Whenever you catch on fire, this song plays, which is awesome, by the way. Whee! But Vince's regular attacks are very weak as hell, I'll be honest. They're not useful, they're not reliable, they're pretty weak. The Voodoo powers are some of the best attacks, obviously. Yeah, tons of different types of attacks Voodoo magic can do against these guys. Alright, and now we're gonna go over the final subject of the game, or the final part. The graphics for the game for 2003 release. Really good graphics. The animations are good, the texture on the models, on the areas look really good, cool and cartoonish and funny. And it's all perfect stuff. And next we're gonna talk about, alright, I wanna also talk about something else here, besides all the other basic stuff. You've also got these little those purple cards you saw there. You see those spinning things? Those are skull pages. Collect all of them in the area, and you can find the hidden purple skull. These huge, big, gigantic piles of crap. If you chase them around the entire area, you can get an extra space to hold another good old voodoo power, which is very helpful. Especially for later on, when you really need voodoo powers to kill out of enemies. That and to see poor Vince get tortured. I'm not a torturing person, but hey, it's just funny to see him get tortured. It looks funny as hell. All the stuff that you can do to him, like just pretty much tons of funny stuff. Alien can shoot him, just blow him up. I warn you to fall that skull. But yeah, you just continue following it over and over. And then, it's yours. Congratulations, you have an extra voodoo power. And then, let's just test out another voodoo power. So, remember, collecting beads, getting the voodoo power, it's all fun gameplay and stuff. Collecting stuff also helps out as well. So yeah, gameplay, it's really fun. I like it. It's nothing bad, nothing shitty. It's awesome. But next is the graphics. See this purple thing over here, that spinning thing? As Madame Charmaine's saying, the voodoo, Vince. It's a voodoo icon. It gives you a new voodoo power every time you find one. There's a couple of them spread throughout the entire world of Voodoo Vince, so try to find them all. You might find some really crazy-ass but funny powers. The first power is pretty basic. Now, let's give an example here. See all those monsters? You really think, oh, I'm gonna fight them all. No, I'm gonna do this one little thing. Hey, bitches! Fucking stabbed myself in the head 3 times. They're all dead. Those beads they drop too are magic beads. They give you pretty much voodoo power so you can activate your voodoo powers. And the blue spinning orb things are also health. Anyway, moving on.